I heard about Dr. Nowak from a friend who worked there with him, and my mom actually knew about him as well. And I also seen him on like social media and on the news. I've seen a couple of segments that he did, so I knew Dr. Nowak was the right doctor for me and the procedure that I want to do. I chose ThermoLipo because I wanted a treatment that was going to give me the results that I wanted, the dramatic results. I just want my body back. I want the body I had before I had my daughter. I want my curves. I want to be comfortable in wearing dresses. I always used to wear dresses before having my daughter, and I just hate them now. And it breaks my heart that I hate them, and I'm ready to be back in them. I'm ready to feel pretty again, and I just want to feel like myself. I was so excited to find out that the procedure was done under local anesthesia, so I'm not going to be fully asleep. I'm a full-time mom. I work full-time, so I don't have the downtime to be taking off of work. I'm going to have the procedure on a Friday, and I'll be back to work on Monday.
We're going to mark out the areas, so we're going to create the map or the plan of what we're going to do in those areas, and that's how it's going to guide me through the process of how we're going to get the shape and contour and get those curves there for you. What we can pinch is what we can reduce in these areas, so we're going to be able to help you there where we push and we feel something hard. That's some of the muscle structure there. The thermage, the tightening, is going to help with some of that. We also have that M-Sculpt Neo that you'll be starting after the procedure to tighten things up even more. And so here where we can pinch all this right here, we're going to be able to take that down. We're going to give you the shape and the curves, and then we're going to be doing that fat transplant right out into this area. So this part right here, we're really going to bring that waistline in for you, get you some shape and contour. We'll come up into this bra fold area here. So we're going to take that down to balance those areas. And then back in here, we're going to be bringing in that fat transplant there to boost up that area. So part of it is going to be taking this down, part of it will be bringing that out to give you the best contour. So Vanessa, we're going to get started with the numbing process here. And so it's kind of like a little sprinkler system. We're going to be numbing all these areas. You might feel a little pinch or a little sting. You're going to guide me through the process there. So if we get to an area you're sensitive, we'll give it another moment there to let the numbing kick in. So that's all there is to the numbing medicine. You'll feel maybe a little pinch, a little pressure there. And like I said, this is like a little straw with little openings on the end of it, like a little mini sprinkler, and we're able to reach across those areas, and we'll put that numbing medicine in. And then once we get everything nice and numb, and we'll be doing the harvesting of the fat for the fat transplant. All right, that's all there is to it. We're doing the harvesting of the fat cells. We can see them coming out there. We're getting lots of nice cells there for that fat transplant. And so we harvest these by hand, so there's less trauma to the area, to the fat cells. We can see them collecting there in our little jar, our little canister there. So we're going to fill that up, and you're getting smaller by the moment there. So we're ready to start the liposuction part here. So we're going to be removing the fat cells from these areas, and then we'll be doing a little fat transplant for you, and then we'll be tightening this all up with the mesh. Are you ready to get started?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. So you'll feel that little tapping, little vibration sensation as we're working across there. You might feel a little pressure or a little pinch. Sometimes that's me pinching to feel what's left, what still needs to come out of those areas. And so we can feel those areas already getting smaller there. So as we're pinching these areas, and when we're done, we'll let you have a little pinch so you can feel how much we're pinching to start the day and how little we'll be pinching at the end. We're getting ready to do our fat transplant. This is the fat that we harvested earlier in the procedure. And so we're going to be drawing this up, and we'll be transplanting that to the buttock area. We're starting our fat transplant here. So all those little fat cells that we harvested, we're going to build out this area. We've already shaped and contoured and brought down the waistline. Now we're just going to accentuate this area here for her. And that's all there is to it. So these fat cells are going to pick up a blood supply and live in those areas. So anywhere from 20 to 50% of them are going to be able to survive there, and it's going to be a long-lasting result, very natural for her. The lipo part's all done, the fat transplant, all we have to do is finish up with the thermage, and that's what makes it that ThermoLipo part. This is the new thermage FLX treatment here, so it's going to do some skin tightening for us. So it's going to tighten, lift that skin, those stretch marks are going to shrink down, and it may even help those muscles a little bit there. So you might feel a little warmth or a little heat as we're working there. That would be normal. If I get near an edge, you feel too much warmth, you just let me know that. We'll just be working back and forth across these areas. We'll tighten up one side, we'll switch things over. We'll tighten up the rest. All right. All right, you did great. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.
So I'm here at my follow-up appointment and I am really excited. I just took my before and after pictures, and it was super important for me to wear the same dress because I wanted to show Dr. Nowak how amazing my results turned out. I feel so much more confident in my dresses now, and I just can't wait to start wearing them and start feeling like my old self. So when I saw my before and after photos, I immediately went straight to my abdominal area. I can tell such a difference on how flatter my stomach looked, and I struggled a lot with back fat, so it just looks so much better. I couldn't even believe that was me. I was thinking about this procedure for such a long time. If you're out there and if you're thinking about doing this procedure, just do it. It is so easy and you're gonna love the results.